Yesterday afternoon, pretty late, FedEx delivered my accessory drive kit for the 383 that I'm installing in my truck. I just wanted to show you the kit and go over the parts, and then I'm going to start putting them on the engine. So just a quick overview of what the parts look like when they came in. I got them all laid out here on the bench. I'm going to go over them a little bit more in detail. And then over here, this is the box it comes in. Everything's boxed up inside there, different components. And I got this from Summit. This is the Deluxe drive kit without the AC. I have plans for the AC to repair that later. But let's go over the individual parts. First, a reverse rotation long leg iron water pump comes in the kit. Comes with a 1/2-inch MPT plug for the hole there in the water pump. That is if you're not using the heater core return. I'm going to be returning my water to the radiator itself. So if you look closely at the pump, you'll notice a little sticker there. Made in China, of course. I guess the General is giving away their company to the Chinese also. So that's the water pump. It comes with 2 gaskets as well. Here you have the tensioner. I was quite pleased to see metal pulleys. And then an idler also with metal pulley. A pre-mounted power steering pump, which I notice is remanufactured. Has the pulley already installed. This pulley here has holes in it, which is good if you need to remove the pulley from the bracket at some later date. Otherwise you have to pull this off to get it off the engine. And then the accessory, the casting for the air pump, which you won't be using, and also for the AC compressor. And so I wanted you to see how they ship the bolts. All the hardware is included. Bolts are all in a plastic wrap, identified by part number. There's a serpentine kit, bag 1. And then it's got the 2 part numbers. The 257 part number is the one without the AC compressor. And then also in the kit, of course, it comes with the drive belt, and then it comes with this to adapt the alternator that they send with the kit to whatever wiring you have. There's some instructions on there of which wire. It's just the excitation wire to turn the generator on through the warning bulb usually. And then here are 2 braces. These 2 braces go down from the brackets that mount to the front of the engine, and they go behind an exhaust bolt. And the kit should come with, I didn't look to see, right here, a couple spacers. So if you're using headers, these spacers will make up the thickness of that you need to adapt those adapters to your engine. I've also got some spacers that came with the headers. I can use those as well. And then it comes with a crank pulley, which I haven't opened up yet. It's the crank pulley, and then the water pump pulley, and then also, which I already bought, which I won't be needing now, this is the AC pulley that eliminates the compressor. So I'll be using that now until I get a chance to fix my AC system. And so in this box here is a remanufactured 105 amp alternator. Looks pretty good. It's basically just 2 wires to hook it up. You have the output wire here that goes to the battery, and then that adapter I showed you will connect into here for your excitation. And then it comes with a pretty good instruction manual, which I'm not so sure I need it that much, but I will be, like always, I'll always read the instructions. And so this is the instructions it comes with. I've got it circled there which part number I have, which is the one I told you without the AC. It's got some pictures in it. It shows the general setup of what it's supposed to look like. Calls out the part numbers for the bolts and all the other components. The compressor brace, for example. It's got the compressor AC part number. That's the kit that comes with the AC, I guess. The alternator. And then some pretty good instructions on how to install it all. I've already read them actually, but I'll keep it for reference. And then this shows the connection that you need for the alternator. This does look different than the one I had on my truck. The connector here is a little different. So you have, looks like you have one that's from the battery over to terminal S, and then excitation looks like comes in here on L, and that's either through a 50 ohm resistor or the charge bulb, which my truck should already have that. Here's some other pictures that show how the braces go. Now I had a accessory drive kit serpentine style on my truck already, but I had a different intake manifold on it, and these braces bolt down at the front of the engine down to the intake, and I had no place to put those braces, so that's why I purchased this kit. And then of course the instructions go on to French and whatever else after that. I just kept it, they're Spanish, so I think I'll stick to the English one. So anyway, that's an overview of the parts that I got for installation of the accessory drive kit. Looks really nice. I'm going to put a coat of paint on that water pump, I think, and then proceed to install all the other components here. Okay, so thanks for watching my videos.